All right, everybody, we are live. What's going on? Chris C, the slasher dude, here with a live Fulci Wednesday. We're going to be doing my thoughts and review on Lucio's Fulci's masterpiece, in my opinion, and Zombie, aka Zombie Flesh Eaters, aka which I really like, which nobody likes to talk about, Island of the Dead, which I think is a very good. Very good name to call it. So I really really love the film. Love the film. It's good. I'm just going to say it straight out. It's definitely a strong 9 out of 10 for me. It's not my favorite Italian horror film. That goes to still. I say this. My favorite horror Italian film is Suspiria from the great. Oh God, it's blasphemy that I forget his name at the moment. I do apologize. I'll think of it, of course, in a minute and stuff like that. So I'm just going to show some quick pickups here real quick that I got. Collection update, you can say, like real quick, through Amazon mostly, stuff like that too. Still waiting on my BS order from Grindhouse, but that's something for another time. So hopefully that shows up and stuff like that. And it's all good. Hey, Tex, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Thanks for checking it out. Like I say, just a quick, really live review. I don't do this a lot, but I thought, why not? I've watched Zombie and stuff like that. Usually I do a video just in my thoughts and reviews of these films, but I'm going, why not? It's just I had a bad day yesterday and stuff like that too. So, I looked at the extras of the disc and all that other stuff. I do have the 4K, which I'm going to show in a second. And we just get on with that greatness here. So I'll just show real quick what I picked up through Amazon and stuff like that too. And this is because I watched Alan's anthology stream, just of those stories in those anthology movies. I'm going, why not? I'm a big fan of the franchise, and that's VHS. So this is VHS 94. I heard it's pretty good. I have not gotten VHS 99 yet, but it's found footage, so I'll definitely check it out. On The House, The Dreaded Sundown, which I did not know was Scream Factory brought this out through. Yeah, Scream Factory brought this out through MGM. And then you see another movie on there called, sorry for the blur there, it's called The Victors, from the same director who did a movie called Legend of Boggy Creek. So I know Brad really likes that movie and all this other stuff too. So definitely going to check those out. I have not watched The Town That Dread Sundown, so I know it was on Amazon Prime for the longest time, and I'm like, oh, why not pick that up? Second one, part of the Criterion sale through Amazon. If I have the funds, I have Friday and Saturday off. I might go down to my Barnes & Noble and check out to see what they have there. But $20 on Amazon, it's like, why not finally pick it up? And that's The Vanishing. This is the foreign film. And the one with Jeff Bridges and Kiefer Sutherland, I don't think has a Blu-ray release. It might, but I know it's way, way, way out of print. And I would love for maybe Criterion to do the American version of that, because I heard that movie's pretty trippy in its own right. I know it's a little different. So I forget who else was in that film. It may have been Sandra Bullock, but I might be wrong. You may have to correct me on that. And then for all the anime fans out there, if there is any, this was I have most of these movies on DVD and stuff like that. It's probably the last shonen anime I collected for. So, and that's the Bleach movie trilogy or quadrilogy of films. If you're into Japanese animation, I highly, highly recommend you check out these films before checking out the series. Just to see, I love the animation style. I love the fights in these. All these films are top tier in my opinion. So, okay. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Thoughts and review. Fulci Wednesday on Lucio Fulci's Zombie. Done in the year of my birth, 1979, a.k.a. Zombie Flesh Eaters, a.k.a. Island of the Dead, which I love that a lot more. Great special features on this disc. There is of course, the commentary with star Ian McCullough and And Diabolic magazine editor Jason J. Slater. I need to check that one out. I love Diabolic, so great kind of stuff too. And they also have the like I say, great special features on here. So let's see. There's one on here that was done. He's basically there's an interview done by a man that done the book on Fulci and stuff like that. It's also in my my version of Perversion Stories too. I highly suggest anybody pick this guy up, watch that. It's very good, informative. That's where I got a lot of my info on this film on and stuff like that. Watch the film, then check this out. Like I said, this is probably 1B for my favorite Italian horror film. 1A is Suspiria by the great Dario Argento. There it is. I finally remembered it. So it was sorry for the sound here. Living in apartments, you kind of get that stuff here. Sorry about that. But great movie. Better than Dawn of the Dead, in my opinion. Now, Dawn of the Dead came out in Italy. Dario Argento is good friends with Goblin. There's a cool picture with him with his arms crossed and stuff like that with the grip behind him. I still need to watch that cut. I heard the cut's basically superior and stuff like that. But then you give Fulci a budget, and this is what you get. You get this masterpiece of a film. This is better than Dawn of the Dead. This may be one of the greatest zombie movies ever made, if not the greatest zombie movie ever made. I like the aspect of it. It has a lot to do to me with supernatural stuff like voodoo and stuff like that. There's a scene where, that's why I like calling it Island of the Dead, where they basically go to this island where this originated from. Basically, a carrier brings it back on this boat. These police officers go on this boat. Great practical effects here, great gore. Everything about this is almost on point. The only knock I would give it is maybe it's a little bit too long. Yeah, Stephen Thrower. Thank you, Tex. Definitely. Yeah, Stephen Thrower. That dude's on point. Love him to death. I know he mentioned Zombie 3, but they said basically kind of the craze kind of went away. There was some stuff that you couldn't do at the time. Like I said, when movies like this were being done, it was a different time and rules change, stuff changes, and, you get stuff like that. I know Fulci was ill at the time doing Zombie 3. I believe he had a little bit of part in that. I don't know the full story. I should have done my nerd knowledge here and gotten to IMDb a little bit with that. Just to check out and stuff like that too. But over the two Italian directors, I like Fulci more because he's more gothic. He's more horror than Argento is. But when Argento can go full horror, shit, Fulci will combat that. That's why I love the rivalry between the two. Argento can say, well, I can just put the Goblin score in here and just do my cut kind of Dawn of the Dead. And Fulci's like, that's fine. I'll just come out with this bad boy right here and just do this. And this is the scene basically from, there's a scene, they go, I call it a conquistador graveyard because that's what it is. And they're just rising from the dead. The music and the score for this is great. Quick kind of cool stuff here. I think one of the producers or people that were involved of the film are part of that zombie walking scene in New York, which is so cool, on that bridge. They even said they had to wait and reshoot it because it gets busy, of course, like that. So you see the cars all driving around like it's no thing, like nothing's going on. It's like, oh, look, like they have time to look at the top of the scaffold watching these zombies, these awesome makeup effects and all this other stuff of them walking across the bridge, which I always thought was very cool. And they're just like going, yeah, they have no time to like look up or get in a car crash or anything like that. But then you hear the radio, you hear all this other stuff, you hear the dude scream. And this is part of Me to the Gates of Hell trilogy. So I'd almost call that the Gates of Hell quadrilogy. A lot of people consider this like number one in that, because after this, you get the one I'm going to review in the next week after next, which is, of course, City of the Living Dead. But I believe this is part of this. So I'll call that the Gates of Hell quadrilogy. Absolutely. And it's just really, really great. Like I said, I give this a strong, It's not my favorite Fulci film. So I'll say it's a 9 out of 10. But for Italian horror, yeah, it's definitely 1B. I can't kind of go 2. I'll go 2. So Suspiria is 1 for Italian horror, and Zombie is 2 for Italian horror. And probably the one I'll eventually do my thoughts on, The Beyond, is 3. So there you go. Again, with these Italian directors for Italian horror and stuff like that. So you got 1, 2, 3, and all this other stuff. Hey, Brad, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it, my brother. Thank you for joining just here today. Just doing a quick review and thoughts of, Fulci Wednesday and this masterpiece right here. I should have gotten this with the slip when I had the chance, but I'm like, no. I'm so glad I just kind of waited for the and I got this off of Amazon for like, oh God, $20. So it had to have been that much. And like I said, the 4K is worth it. The transfer is awesome. Everything's awesome with this film. Like I said, my Beyond is still number 1 from Fulci. One of these days I'll do my top. If I ever have like 10 Fulci films, I believe I do. I'll do maybe top that from worst to best. But like I say, all these films either get an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Like I said, this gets maybe. I really like The Beyond, but after watching this, I may have to it's very hard to kind of, and then, but like I said, this gets a strong 9 out of 10. Like I said, this is 1B. Argento Suspiria is 1A for Italian horror for me. But yeah, like I say, really good. But yeah, just great special effects, great stuff. Great actors. I mean, everybody's really good in this. There is one scene that is disturbing in particular. Like I said, when he's the doctor, the good doctor, is just killing these people. He has them all wrapped up and stuff like that. He sees them start to rise, and it's just like, he just picks up the gun, shoots them, and stuff like that. I did notice too, when they're fighting the zombies off, it's kind of funny. They're throwing Molotov cocktails at them, but it like falls next to them, right? So, and I get that. They're actually, the zombies probably have this stuff on, this retarder on them and stuff like that, because they are catching on fire. So I always thought that was very, very interesting. Of course, the scene with the one chick in the graveyard just sitting still and stuff like that. I'm just like sitting there watching her, is like going, she like hypnotized by this dude, and he looks kind of bigger than he is, right? You see the camera kind of pan up, and she's all like looking up like this. Then all of a sudden, just a slow bite on the neck and stuff like that too, and all this other stuff. Yeah, I have I have a few lenticulars from Blue Underground. So I have Maniac lenticular cover from Blue Underground, and then I have House by the Cemetery lenticular cover. So, and like I said, I do consider this a quadrilogy of the Gates of Hell. I do believe this started it, and like I say, AKA Island of the Dead. I'm thinking that's great. Like I say, with the special features on this with Stiff and Thrower, showing the different posters and stuff like that for the book that he did. It's the same poster where, for I forget what release that was, but you see the hand kind of coming up out of the ground. I really like that. That's classic. That's great stuff. So yeah, that's some of my thoughts and review on Lucio Fulci's Zombie. Yeah, not 9 out of 10. 1B to Argento Suspiria 1A. Just show the pickups I got real quick. All the anime fans out there, like say the Bleach movie trilogy. Like again, if you like, it's a shonen anime and stuff like that, but the movies are pretty good, and it's a pretty dark story if you look at it. So, and if you like Japanese animation, it's good animation. These two, done by a Studio Period, so I highly recommend it. Of course, The Vanishing, $20 on Amazon. Why not? Again, I'd like like Criterion to release the American version with Jeff Bridges. Yeah, that movie looks terrifying to me. Of course, to your rec, Brad, I was going to get it anyway, but of course, VHS 94. I might watch this bad boy tonight. Sorry for the glare. I haven't opened it up yet. Oh, put this up here. This foot out real quick. And then, of course, hey, Pops, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it, Alan. Thanks for the support. Great stream you did with Gizmo and Anthony. Great stuff. Always good. Always love the support. And then, of course, this bad boy right here. So it's good just showing up the House that Dreaded Sundown. This is kind of one I was showing because I did not know that was a DVD. So the Evictors right there. it's like cool. Okay, another movie to add to the like I said, I did not know this director did Legend of Boggy Creek. I did not. I mean, so it's always cool checking out these new and. House of Dread Sundown was done in 77. The Evictors was done in 79. So it's kind of cool watching these films that were done in the year of my birth. I was born in 1979. So it's kind of very cool seeing movies from the year of my birth, seeing kind of how it kind of went towards and all that other stuff too. So it's always cool saying that. So my next, let's see. And this will be the week after next. I'm taking a little bit of a mental sabbatical. Like I stated in my kind of real talk and YouTube journey vid yesterday, just going to, take a little mental break so I can give you all better videos and better content. Because like I said, this was a, off the wall type of a thing. I got stressed out, so I couldn't do a more deeper dive into zombie because there's a lot of stuff about this movie that's just so damn good. It's just so, it's so great. And I love the fact that Blue Underground, puts the extras on there, tons of extras, so totally worth it. And the next Fulci Wednesday, the week after this next one coming up is this bad boy right here, City of the Living Dead. So I know a lot of people think, for the Gates of Hell type of stuff, a lot of people really like this film. I've never seen it. I've just seen clips of it. So it'll be cool to deep dive into this for the first time. So it'll be very cool. So very, very, very cool kind of stuff to look forward to. For my next slasher Saturday, I'm going to be doing this slasher Saturday coming up. I'm going to do The House on Sorority Row. I would highly recommend everybody get that MVD. I love that film. I'm just going to say that straight up right now. That probably broke my top 10. So one of my top 10 all-time slashers has to go. I could probably watch that in the second sitting and maybe get that higher up on the list. I really like that film. And then the slasher Saturday after that, I'm going to do Pieces. And I love that movie as well. So it's, Giallo Friday. Let's see. Sorry if it's dark here, people. Apologize. So for Giallo Saturday Giallo Friday. Excuse me. Getting my things all next up. I'm doing another movie, and this is the first set of Forgotten Jolly. So I go by year. That's just how I am. It's kind of like chronological order. So let's see. Yeah, okay, so the next one will be The Police Are Blundering in the Dark. So it's that middle one right there, and stuff like that. The Killer of 1 to 13 I kind of liked. I know a lot of people kind of didn't like in the last stream. I saw Dirk do and stuff like that. I agree. It's, like I said in the video for that, it's like a basic version of Clue, but you make it Giallo. So it's a lot of whodunit type stuff like that, but then it kind of picks up towards the end. And Paul Naschy makes an appearance, which I did not know that was him. So Paul Naschy is in this film, which is really funny. So that'll be my next Giallo Friday review. The Police Are Blundering in the Dark, and then, like I said, House on Sorority Row for this Saturday, and then. Then next Saturday after next will be, of course, Pieces, and then I will go on from there. I might just do it for anime/manga Rec Monday. I might as well just do this because Caveman was asking about that, and of course that's Bleach. So I'll be doing these right here. And then I'll do the manga of Bleach, which is the graphic novel version of as shonen. So it's a young teen type of a thing and stuff like that. But this series gets pretty violent. I mean, there's death in here, believe it or not. So it's a good thing to check out. So do appreciate everybody showing up real quick. I really appreciate that. Like I said, it's like a quick review and my thoughts on an awesome Fulci Wednesday. Any Wednesday where you can watch a Fulci film and just be happy with, and everything I've watched from him, everything I've watched from Argento, I've liked. Everything I've watched from these Italian directors, I've really liked. So when I get done with Fulci, I will probably go into Lamberto Lenzi. So that was kind of the first Italian kind of director I was really interested in because I've seen Nightmare Beach. I have Nightmare Beach, but that's long in the future. So, I'll eventually get to that. So one at a time. Again, thank you all for joining. You all have a great evening and stuff like that. I'm going to go over to the boys there at deadpit.com. Like, subscribe, all those awesome dudes right there. Check out the rest of their stream and stuff like that if you can. Slash the like, chainsaw the like, sleeping bag, Jason in part 7, the like, just hatchet the like, and can subscribe. And I thank you all for joining. You all take care and have a great rest of this Fulci Wednesday evening. You all take care. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.